Sup everyone, I'm your female otaku and I'm here to review episode 2, or really give you another analysis on Classroom of the Elite. This anime is honestly like so intellectually deep. I am shocked. I really am. I don't think I've ever reviewed an anime like this before, so I hope I do my best, you know, because like I said, it's a very intellectual anime. This is not for everyone. But it does tackle some very unique themes, again with equality once again. Even though they don't directly say it in this episode, it's still there. It's like the overall theme of the anime, but there's also a few other themes thrown at us here and there, so I'm gonna try to tackle all of them. Hopefully I tackled all of them. I see this anime as a reflection to modern society in the business world, or maybe not just the business world, but also in like probably government as well. It could probably apply to that, but mainly I'm thinking more CEO, salaryman type, you know, business jobs. And the reason why is because of the S system, which is how the school runs with the whole point system that they have going on. D class is the lowest of the low. It's like, how do these guys even get into the school in the first place? And if anyone in D class fails on a quiz or a test, then they get expelled. Not everyone, obviously, but just that person. Obviously, there have been previous D classes before them, but this is the first time that they actually had, you know, so many, like a majority of the classmates spend all of their points in less than a month. And if they want to regain their points, they have to start doing better on their quizzes and their tests, you know, start paying attention more, focusing, studying, and if they can, they could actually surpass C class, and the C class will then be demoted to D class. So it's a lot like Baka the Test, if for those of you who have seen that anime, but Baka the Test is more comedic style and fighting shonen as well. So if you were thinking, oh, that anime is also deep, I'ma check it out. It's not. It's a very interesting system because when we go with Horikita, it's like, how did she get in D class in the first place? You figure a person like her who didn't spend that much money, who is very smart, studies and pays attention, how is she not in A class or one of the higher classes? How come she's stuck in D class? Well, we go with a scene with Horikita and her older brother, the student council president. And in the beginning, actually, we get this odd scene with her brother talking to two other student council members, saying how like, congratulations, your class did great on your test, you got like all these points. Do you know how S system really works? And it's just like, what do you mean really works? So it looks like that there's more to the system than we were told in this episode, but I'm sure we'll find out more information on that later on. But like I said, we had the scene between Horikita and her older brother, and she's saying how she's gonna try her best to get all the way over to A class because that's where she belongs. And her brother is just all like, you are confusing isolation and independence. Like when I heard that, I was like, yo, say that again, that was so deep. And it's very true because again, how is someone like Horikita over in D class? It's because she's not a team player, oddly enough. This anime is like a reflection on society, on, you know, business CEO. And the reason why is because of how Horikita acts. You see, those people that work hard, but not work hard to benefit everyone else, but to work hard for themselves, more selfishly, you know, only use what or do what they think will be useful to them to bump up their ranks in their career, to officially make it to that dream job that they want, CEO, whatever it is that they want. That's how they make it up into the ranks. You know, sometimes you gotta, you know, do some pretty rude things that could really hurt your fellow employees. And that's what Horikita reminded me of so much, because it's like she strictly talked business, you know? She did something nice for the lead, Ayana Koji, but that was only to benefit her. She decided to help out some failing students, but again, only to benefit her. And in the end, she decided to squash them because they wouldn't listen to her. It's very interesting, really. She's purposely not getting close to anyone or not making any friends. And that's where her brother is saying, you're confusing isolation with independence. Like, she's acting like she is the best. She deserves to be in A class. She is the CEO. But in reality, she's just a lonely girl who is trying ever so hard to make it to the top because she's not. At the end of the episode, we see that everyone in D class got high scores, surprisingly. So I guess we gotta now see C class's scores to see if the two will switch. So let me bring up equality once again, as this is the overall theme of this series. We have the S system making it seem like the way you move up to the ranks and gain power is through your merits. It's through your hard work, your efforts, you know, just overall what you bring to the table. But could it be more than that? Like how you work hard? Perhaps you need the help of your fellow classmates, your fellow employees. Don't be so rude to everyone, okay? Because in the end, you're always going to have workmates if, you know, you're going into business and something like that. That's what I got out of this episode. I really enjoyed it. Cannot wait for more. It's gonna be more and more like a battlefield every time we go through these, you know, exams and stuff. But please let me know your thoughts on this episode, and what did you think of my thoughts as well, like my analysis, because I know some people will say I'm being a pretentious overthinker, and I can't fault you, honestly. I'm questioning whether or not I'm overthinking this anime, but I'm very curious to read your comments, so please leave one. I'm your female otaku. Sign